Bro, that part down the middle is insane.
Talk to me a little bit about the sophistication you may have noticed.
Bro, talk to me a little bit about who did your hair, bro. I'm sorry. I don't care. I do not care, bro. Who did that? Who? Somebody let me know, because I will promise you, I will go ahead and do what I gotta do to get them off the streets. I gotta get them out of here, bro.
Are we live? We live.
Yes.
Okay, so I ain't gonna curse. But these
Rapper Lil Durk, aka Durkio, aka Dirk Banks, has been arrested for murder for hire. Well, conspiracies. We don't know if it's true, but that's what he got arrested for. Everybody know about it. So let's go ahead and get to the video, man.
A popular rap artist is behind bars after a shocking arrest, as authorities accuse him of being connected to an alleged murder for hire plot. Chicago rapper Durk Banks, better known by his stage name Lil Durk, was arrested yesterday after allegedly attempting to flee the country, and at this time he's being held in a Broward County jail in Florida, awaiting transfer to the U.S. Marshals. According to the FBI affidavit, the Grammy Award-winning rapper is charged with conspiracy to commit murder for hire. His arrest comes on the same day as federal prosecutors announced in California the charges of five other.
They talking about talking about Lil Pad whatever, PAAD, something like that. I guess that's who got shot whenever Quando Rondo was in that black truck or whatever. That's what they talking about. He set up to get murdered, basically.
Men for the attempted murder of Georgia rapper Quando Rondo, whose real name is Tyquan Bowman. Prosecutors say those five men all have ties to Chicago gangs and all targeted the Georgia rapper in retaliation for the murder of Chicago rapper King Von. According to prosecutors, all five men, who include Kevon London Grant, a.k.a. Vonnie, Asa Houston, a.k.a. Boogie, David Brian Lindsay, a.k.a. Brown Eyes, Keith Jones, a.k.a. Flocka, and DeAndre Dontrell Wilson, a.k.a. Didi. They all face charges including conspiracy to commit murder for hire, committing murder for hire involving death, and use of a machine gun in a violent crime resulting in death. And the most serious charge carries up to the death penalty if convicted. According to prosecutors, all five men have ties to Lil Durk's hip-hop group Only the Family, also known as OTF. OTF was founded by Lil Durk more than a decade ago. And according to the FBI, OTF members engage in violence, including murder and assault, at the direction of Lil Durk and to maintain their status in OTF. King Von, whose real name was Davon Bennett, was also a part of OTF and frequently collaborated with and was a longtime friend of Lil Durk. King Von was shot and killed in November of 2020 outside a nightclub in Atlanta. He was killed in the early morning hours of November 6 during an argument between two groups that escalated into gunfire. And he was fatally shot by Quando's associate Lil Tim after the argument. The indictment doesn't name Davon Bennett, aka King Von. Instead, the charging documents state a high-ranking OTF member described by the initials DB got into a physical altercation with someone referred to as TB, and the circumstances surrounding that incident mirror King Von's murder. The indictment says after DB's death, co-conspirator 1 made clear in coded language that they would pay a bounty or monetary reward to anyone who took part in killing TB for his role in DB's murder. That co-conspirator is allegedly Lil Durk, who authorities say made it known he would pay a bounty to anyone who killed Quando Rondo. According to the court documents, the men used an OTF-associated credit card to buy plane tickets to LA in August of 2022 to search for TB, who is allegedly Quando Rondo, and using funds provided by Lil Durk. Durk allegedly texted an associate arranging the flight, "Don't book no flights under no names involved with me." And prosecutors claim when there, Kevon Grant booked a hotel room for the men to stay at and provided the others with firearms. Grant allegedly procured cars, ski masks, and firearms that were used to find, track, and kill TB. According to the FBI, there is video evidence that Durk was staying at the house in the San Fernando Valley that day. A lot of the stories that we cover here at Law and Crime are very tough to tell, but part of the reason we're able to keep bringing you these types of stories is because of our great sponsors. So I want to take a moment to thank Upside for sponsoring this story. If you're wondering what's Upside, well, it's
since we off topic, because we ain't talking about Durk right now. Since we off topic, I'm gonna get off topic. Fuck it, I'm getting off topic, bro. That part down the middle is insane. Who did her hair? Whoever did your hair needs to be convicted of falsely thinking they can do some shit. Cause this right here, bro, it looked like somebody just glued a damn doll wig on your head. Somebody just glued it. Like you could see that don't even make sense. If anything, the barber, if that was, let's be hypothetical here. If that was your barber and they just wanted to give you a little clean part, they did too much. It was too much. That your hair couldn't even connect like that. That shit looked like the when Bruce Almighty. If you ever seen Bruce Almighty, bro, whenever he spread the little soup and it was going up like this, like the Moses did. Moses spread it through the sea, the Red Sea, bro. That's what that looked like, bro. But I'm gonna shut up. My bad, man.
It's a free app.
I know y'all get sensitive when I make fun of people.
Essentials like gas,
I mean, y'all can make fun of me. I don't care.
Sometimes I only have time for a quick.
I don't care about this.
For whatever app, and so find out how much.
All right, bro. Get that part off my screen.
According to the indictment, Kevon Grant allegedly rented 2 cars, one of which had a fake license plate for the men to use and follow Rondo and his 24-year-old cousin. But when Rondo and his cousin stopped for gas, according to prosecutors, Asa Houston allegedly drove to a nearby alley before Keith Jones, David Brian Lindsay, and a third unidentified man known in the indictment as co-conspirator 2 carried out the shooting, which was captured on surveillance video. Rondo wasn't injured. However, his cousin passed away after being fatally wounded. According to court documents, the 5 men and co-conspirators used facilities of interstate and foreign commerce, such as planes, cars, cell phones, and the internet with intent that the murder of TB be committed.
Pictures,
after the shooting, according to the indictment, the men went to a nearby burger spot to discuss payment. Then on the same day, the credit card was used to purchase tickets for Keith Jones, David Brian Lindsay, Asa Houston, DeAndre Wilson, and co-conspirator 2 to travel back to Chicago. Lil Durk wasn't named in the charging documents against Grant, Wilson, Jones, Lindsay, and Houston. But according to the indictment, the defendants were offered money and lucrative music opportunities with OTF for the murder of Quando Rondo. Prior to Lil Durk's arrest, the Chicago rapper was being sued by the mother of Chicago drill rapper FBG Duck. FBG Duck was murdered in 2020, and his death led to several convictions in a federal conspiracy trial last January. But his mother sued Lil Durk, OTF, and King Von's estate, alleging they were all involved in the shooting as well. According to the suit, OTF operates as a criminal enterprise. After Grant, Jones, Lindsay, Wilson, and Houston were arrested Thursday, the FBI says Durk booked 2 flights from South Florida airports, one to Dubai and one to Switzerland. He then reportedly booked a flight to Italy, but was arrested in Miami before he could board that flight. Lil Durk and the other defendants are being held pending their transfer back to LA. I want to bring on now Detective Eric Barnes to break down this case even further. Eric, thank you so much for joining me today. You know, Lil Durk is a really popular rapper, but what's your reaction to his arrest and his alleged connection to this murder for hire plot?
Man, what would I be looking cool if I was in a suit when I did a reaction? Like if I was in a clean suit, like I want to be in. I always wear hoodies and t-shirts and that's it, bro. Like what if I wore a suit, nigga? Would y'all take me more serious? Would y'all take me more seriously, bro? I don't even know if I said that right, but
of Georgia rapper Quando Rondo.
Well, you know, it's a very interesting case. I've been following it for some time now, but it's very representative of things that are going on within the hip hop community these days. One foot in the studio, one foot in the streets.
And talk to me a little bit about retaliation within gang culture, maybe even hip hop culture as well, too, that we can even trace back these events in particular, kind of in a way starting from King.
So look, the reporter is just reading something off a screen. I can see it in her eyes. Her eyes like shifting and shit. He's actually I think he's just answering questions off I don't know if he has notes or not. He should, but you know, when you look away when you explaining something, it's not because you lying, not all the time, but like, it's so you can think of what you need to say. She doesn't need to look away. She's looking at a screen.
King Von's death in Georgia.
With that part going. I see it again. She got the same hairstyle that she, bro. Listen, lady. I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, but that is unacceptable. Unacceptable, bro. That is a crime itself. But I digress, bro. I gotta stop. I know I gotta, you know, I'm trying to lock in. Let me
in
lock
2020.
in, bro. Let me lock in.
2 years later, Quando
stop.
Rondo's attempted murder where his cousin was actually killed during...
I can't, bro. Who's your hairstyle? Who's your hairdresser? Who's the hairdresser? What's the at? Give me the at, bro. What's the at? What's her name? I need her name. I'm about to look up right now. What's her name, bro? What's her name? I can't, man. They ain't got her name on the screen. I don't know who this is. I wanna
this ambush. What is your kind of reaction to
justice need to be
whole
served?
Web and trail that has been going on essentially since 2020, even probably prior to that too.
Well, you know, one of the things that's been popular with hip hop artists is to maintain the same group of friends that they had since they were kids, maintaining that loyalty, not changing up, and becoming a new person because you have fame. And so in keeping these alliances, you know, sometimes there's beef that follows from the streets into rap. And, you know, like I said, these guys live, you know, day to day, and their alliances also live that same lifestyle.
And, you know, reading through this indictment, there appears to be this really heavy level of planning to allegedly carry out this murder. Plane tickets were bought, cars were rented, ski masks and firearms were bought. Talk to me a little bit about the sophistication you may have noted.
Talk to me a little bit about who did your hair, bro. I'm just sorry. I don't care. I do not care, bro. Who did that? Who? Somebody let me know, because I will promise you, I will go ahead and do what I gotta do to get them off the streets. I gotta get them out of here, bro. I got to, bro.
Within the planning,
that is crazy.
Well, you know, one of the things that that you have to, the hurdles, so to say, that you have to get over in this case is just the geographic difficulties going from Chicago to California to commit this offense. And so there's only a couple ways you can get there. Either you can drive or you can fly. And, you know, obviously the advantage of flying gives you more of a time.
Bro, I don't know if he did it or not, but I ain't about to watch this whole thing, man. I can't even focus. I can't focus with that part that girl got, man. I can't do it, bro. I'm sorry. I apologize, but nigga, the original video of this will be in the description, so y'all don't come at me. I just don't want to watch this whole thing. I'm not gonna be able to pay attention. I'm not. I just can't. I honestly just can't. I'll catch y'all next time, bro.
My nigga.